Naugatuck High School has without question lived up to preseason forecast in fashioning a spotless 7-0 record. Statistically, the Greyhounds rate as Connecticut's best offensive and defensive team. Defensively, no one has scored against Naugatuck since Watertown did, and that was back in the second quarter of the opener in the middle of September. Jeff Bacchetti and Victor Fonseca are the chief running threats out of the Wishbone offense, directed by quarterback Greg Murphy. The Holy Cross Crusaders have played excellent defense this year in holding their opponents to 42 points. The Waterbury School comes off its best game of the season, a 6-6 tie against non-league rival Notre Dame of West Haven. From Veterans Field in Naugatuck, it's Holy Cross against Naugatuck for the large division title of the Naugatuck Valley League on Cable 10 Sports Valley High School Football Game of the Week. Hello again, everyone. Ed Clements, Buddy Chernovitz from Veterans Field in Naugatuck on a sunny November day. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Buddy, we know about the Naugatuck offense. We know that they're led by Jeff Bacchetti and Victor Fonseca. They also have three other running backs that can cause a lot of trouble for the defense. They've got a veteran quarterback in Greg Murphy. Great defense. What I like to talk about with you is the fact that Naugatuck does something that all of our other schools is unable to do. They play a fresh group of young men on offense on that line and a fresh group defensively. Big advantage for the Greyhounds.
It's an advantage because they've got a great program this year. They've got outstanding athletes, and they've been able to use them at a number of different positions. And they have been a tough team. They've given up 6 points on defense, and they've scored $1 million on offense. And they're going to be a tough group for this Holy Cross Crusader team to play.
Well, not quite $1 million, more like
damn close
almost
when you're playing
almost 300 points
or something.
Let's talk about what Holy Cross is going to have to do. We've both talked with Coach Charlegli up at Holy Cross. He feels he's going to have to throw the ball against Naugatuck.
He's going to have to. Nobody's been able to run the football against this program, and it's very difficult to even throw. They've got some big people up front to put a lot of pressure on you, and they've got an excellent secondary. So it's not simple just to say you're going to throw. It's going to be a tough thing for Holy Cross.
All right, what do you think of the game?
I think if Jerry Charleglio wins this one, he's going to replace Lou Holtz next year at Notre Dame when he goes on to Minnesota, because it would be the biggest upset of the year. This program at Naugatuck has been going outstanding, and to beat him, he's going to have a great day, both offensively and defensively.
Well, they're called the Naugatuck Express, and we'll await the developments of this football game at sunny Veterans Field. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff between Holy Cross and Naugatuck right after these messages. Welcome back, everyone. We're set for this large division championship game in the Naugatuck Valley League for the year 1990. That's what it amounts to. Naugatuck Valley League, of course, in 2 divisions, and these are the 2 leading contenders for that title for this year. Holy Cross has won the opening coin flip. They have elected to receive, and kicking off for Naugatuck will be tri-captain Victor Fonseca. Back deep for Holy Cross, Aaron Santoro and Todd Election, ready to accept the opening kickoff. On Telemedia's High School Football Game of the Week, sunny, balmy Veterans Field in Naugatuck.
Certainly does not feel like a November 3rd. Absolutely beautiful day, and leg cramps are going to be a factor today with this heat.
Fonseca drives Election back to the goal line. And Election returns outside the 10 to about the 15-yard line, where Holy Cross will set up shop. Let's take a look now at Coach Jerry Charleglio's offense. Football marked at the 15-yard line, just underway from here at Veterans Field. Holy Cross opens up in an I formation. Election in motion on the first down play. Give is to Santoro off the left side. Picks up a couple. Let's take a look now at that Naugatuck Greyhound defense. One change in that defense at defensive tackle, tri-captain Ben Palladino starting in place of John Berry. 2nd and 7 early on here at Veterans Field. Santoro trying to get outside is cut from under by Andre Powell in the secondary.
Went away from the slot, just trying to come backside on a blast play with the fullback kicking out. You see Powell come up very quickly as he reads the down block from the tight end and does an excellent job on the tackle. It brings up a 3rd and 5 for Holy Cross, their first possession of the football game. Staying very basic, just grinding it out, trying to find some seams and to get a feeling for the game.
Out wide to the left side is wide receiver Paul Petta. Election in motion on the 3rd down play. Chapetta on the option. Santoro cannot get outside, dumped in the backfield. Ed Valenti from his monster back spot.
Valenti came up very strong from the outside again. They run the option. It's a real speed option with the fullback trying to block. The fullback blocks out. Valenti plays off the block, and really the back should have cut up inside. Valenti makes the tackle, brings up a 4th and about 12 as they lost 6.5 to 7 yards in that play, and it's a punting situation for the Crusaders.
4th and long, 4th and 11, football at the 14-yard line. Diatalevi standing at his goal line, set to punt for Holy Cross. Back deep, single safety is Jeff Pichetti. Pichetti is a threat to go. High, short punt. And it's just going to roll dead in the vicinity of the 35-yard line, where the Greyhounds will get their first crack with the football.
Not a place where you'd like to turn the ball over to the Greyhounds with their excellent offense, and they have great field position to start their first drive.
And let's see what the offense looks like for Naugatuck. Of course, in that backfield, senior quarterback Greg Murphy, and also in that backfield, Ed Valenti, Victor Fonseca, Jeff Pichetti. That strong offensive line. First down for the Hounds. Out of the wishbone, double tight end. Pichetti from the left halfback spot for about 5 on the first down carry. Let's take a look now at that Holy Cross defense.
That time Pichetti just came off tackle with the 2 lead backs blocking for him on an off tackle power, and they picked up about 5.5, and you're going to see this all afternoon for Naugatuck. The tight, straight T, wishbone, double tight, with Murphy handing off to the power backs.
Stop us if you can. That is the philosophy on the second down carry. And close to the first down are the Greyhounds.
Again, they come to the offside, this time coming back to the near side, and they're just power off the football. They get into you, as Eddie said, and they just like to drive the football. And if you can stop them with the power game, you're going to beat them. And so far, nobody's come close. They've been able to take the football and just drive it down the throats of their opposition as their first down inside the 30 at about the 27-yard line.
Fruin checks in at the left halfback spot. First down for the Greyhounds. Double tight end. And Fruin goes in motion as they give on a blast play to the fullback Valenti. Sean Moriarty along with Nick Barberi, defensive tackles on the stop for Holy Cross.
Short motion, and they just give to the fullback on the trap, number 78 coming across, Corcoran, who blocks at the point of attack, frees Valenti into the secondary, picks up about 5.5 to 6. On the play, one of the Holy Cross players is down, and we're going to take time here as they're attending to the injury at about the 20-yard line.
Buddy caught up with a second-year head football coach of Holy Cross, Jerry Charleglio, before the football game. And he asked the second-year coach what Holy Cross was going to have to do offensively and defensively against Naugatuck this afternoon.
Defensively, I said in the paper today that we need some type of a nuclear device to stop them. But we play very basic defenses, and also same thing on offense. So we're going to go with what we've done best. I can't go crazy trying to stop them certain areas because they're so balanced. They go to something else. I remember last year we thought we stopped a certain aspect of their offense, and then Coach Peters, being a good coach, at halftime made a nice adjustment and came out and they ran the veer and killed us. So we're going to try to stop what they do best, but then they have so many weapons. We don't know if we'll be able to hang the whole game with them.
Welcome back, everyone. Todd Election was the injured Holy Cross player.
Was able to get off and go to the sidelines on his own. Brings up a big second. Short for the Naugatuck Greyhounds as they've been moving the ball.
Second and short. The give to John Fruin for another Naugatuck first down inside the 15.
Fruin just follows the fullback and off back on the power. Excellent yardage up inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line for another first down, and the Greyhounds on schedule and just pounding that football right at the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Again on a quick count. This time Bacchetti trying to center of the line, picking up that 5 to 6 yards that the Greyhounds have done all season long against the defenses.
Fonseca, Valenti, Bacchetti, Fruin, Butler, all of them will get carries this afternoon as straight up inside comes Bacchetti for another big first down game. Picked up about 6.5 there inside the 10 at about the 7. As you look right down that offensive line as they just drive you off the ball.
Inside the 10-yard line, second and short. John Fruin slides down to the 5-yard line, lost his footing somewhat.
Tried to break outside. He came trying to go off tackle and saw a seam to the outside. Lost his footing. He tried to get back to the corner. Brings up a third, about 3 yards, 4-down territory for the Greyhounds. Awesome front, that offensive line, as they give the backs, Valenti, Fonseca, Bacchetti, Butler, and Fruin, a place to run. They just give them real lanes in which they can roam, and they've been doing it all year.
Third and short. Inside handoff down to the 3-yard line. That was Fruin, the ball carrier.
Power, he follows the backs. Excellent surge by the offensive line. He's going to be very close to that first down as Holy Cross takes a timeout on a 4th in less than a yard.
Buddy caught up earlier with Coach Craig Peters of the Naugatuck Greyhounds, and he was commenting on Naugatuck's impressive performances to date. He asked Coach Peters if he knew how good his team actually is.
Well, we show up on Saturday, we play our opponents, we prepare for our opponents, and we're always very well prepared, and we have an extremely good football team. And we're tough, and that's the name of the game.
Coach, defensively or offensively, what is the strength?
Defensively, probably the size of the guys, the team spirit, the camaraderie, the block, the tackling, the getting off the blocks, all the things that make for a good defensive team. Offensively, the unselfishness, the spirit of that group, the way they come out and block for each other and do things for each other, for the team. And that's our secret, I think, this year, as well as having a wealth of talent.
We're back at Naugatuck's Veterans Field. The Greyhounds marching deep on a 4th and inches inside the Holy Cross 5-yard line. Bacchetti dives for the score. Jeff Bacchetti running out of the left halfback spot, following Fonseca and Valenti.
Bacchetti just comes on the power. They need less than a yard, and there he just goes airborne into the end zone for not only the first down, but touchdown on about a 4-yard run. Excellent job by the Naugatuck Greyhounds. They took the ball on their own 37-yard line and just drove it right down the throats of the Holy Cross Crusaders. Enjoy a 6-0 lead with 5:56 left to go in this first quarter as they're attempting the conversion to try and go up 7-0 here early in the first quarter.
Buddy, would you call that basic old-fashioned football?
Just grind it out and you just stop me.
Fonseca, and a rarity, wide on the extra point attempt.
At least we didn't jinx him this week. We've been having a bad time of jinxing kickers. He just got the ball a little to the right. 6-0 Naugatuck.
And with that, our score 6-0. Let's take this timeout. We're back, everyone. Telemedia's Valley High School football game of the week. Buddy, we've seen an example of what Naugatuck has done to their previous 7 opponents in the 1990 football season.
I know Coach Ciarleglio is concerned he was not able to move the ball on his opening drive. He did not want to surrender the ball with the type of field position that he gave to the Greyhounds, and now he's down 6-0, and his team really has to control the football offensively. You cannot allow this Greyhound football team to have it on offense. Really, the best defense against them is to control the ball yourself, and he was not able to do that. Now he's got to open it up a little bit, and that's where you get yourself in trouble against the Greyhounds.
And Fonseca drills it into the end zone, automatic touchback, and Holy Cross will take over this time at their 20-yard line. Holy Cross, of course, buddy, a good football year for Coach Ciarleglio. Last year was a rough one in his initial year as a head football coach, and 4 wins already in the tie against Notre Dame.
He started out with a measles epidemic this year, which really limited his ability to practice into scrimmage. But his football team coming into this game at 4-2-1 with a great victory last week in the tie against Notre Dame, one of the arch rivals for this Holy Cross program. And Coach Ciarleglio, as we said, has put this team on course, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Naugatuck Valley in the next couple years.
Split backs. And that is Mo O'Shea piling ahead for about 3 yards on the first down carry. Getting up from the pile, Ben Palladino along with Pandolfo.
Went to the split backs. You'll see the lead back coming straight ahead. Picks up about 4 yards on that, and not a bad first down play for the Crusaders. Came out of the eye that time. This time they're back in the eye, and they go to a kind of open look to the near side.
2nd and 7. That's Santoro, second back out of the eye formation. Off the left side, stacked up by the Naugatuck defense there. Carl Hackstrom along with Fonseca combining to make the tackle for Naugatuck.
Tried to come back on the crossbuck, a little misdirection, but the Naugatuck linebackers, Fonseca and Becchetti, will stay home. You'll see the fake to the fullback, then back, trying to get to the off-tackle hole, and an excellent job by Shea and company. Fonseca, Becchetti just reading and staying home, brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Crusaders.
Petta out to the left side, and Election out to the right side. As Chapetta looks to throw on 3rd down, rolling, throwing as a receiver out there for the first down. That's Petta. Garbarino and Fruin on the tackle in the secondary, but not before Holy Cross has gotten the football to midfield.
Quarterback looks to throw real quick and then finds the receiver covered as he ran a slant pattern from the outside. Then the receiver will break to the corner. Quarterback Chapetta does a great job in unloading the football, finding his receiver for a big first down.
Well, Coach Ciarleglio said he's no question about it. He's going to have to throw the football against Naugatuck. That's Santoro off the left side. A fine pickup on first down, stopped by Fruin in the secondary.
Good job getting to the outside. Santoro will take the blast play. Good block on the end by number 33.
Scanziano.
And Scanziano frees him into the secondary for about a 7-yard gain. Holy Cross moving the football down inside the 45 at about the 44-yard line.
Second down for the Crusaders. I formation. Give us to the tailback. That is Santoro.
He's very close to that first down, Eddie, and it looks like he's gotten it. Again, they come on a little bit of a crossbuck. The fullback gives you misdirection, and then right up tough, Santoro for the first down yardage at the 40-yard line. Good drive by the Crusaders after the initial score by Naugatuck, and this is what the Holy Cross Crusaders need is a good offensive drive and really to get some points on the board.
And if they get points on the board, it'll be the first time anyone has done that since back in the middle of September when Watertown did it. Election goes in motion on first down. That is Mo O'Shea, the big fullback, the quad captain off the left side.
Came with the veer. This is the outside veer. Quarterback comes down. He gives the ball to O'Shea, who busts off the tackle hole and picks up about 7. Good job, Fruin, on the tackle. And you see Coach Ciarleglio right there as they are going against that basic 50 defense of Naugatuck and doing a pretty good job as they're down at the 35.
Second down. Out of the I formation. Loose football and a scramble picked up by Fruin at the 40, midfield. 40, Fruin has a clear avenue for the score. So the Greyhounds come up with a score on defense. John Fruin picks up the loose football at about the 40-yard line of Naugatuck and runs it back 60 yards.
Just as the Crusaders were putting it into gear, we get the ball rolled out here on a blast play. You're going to see a good hit inside, and then the ball is going to roll out. The quarterback, Geppetta, just does not get to it. He kicks the ball away from number 15 right here, and then Fruin will come and pick it up on about the 41-yard line, and he goes untouched into the end zone for the 12th point for the Naugatuck Greyhounds. And that defense just will not surrender to anyone as they catch the turnover and then convert it on a 59-yard run by John Fruin for the touchdown.
Well, let's see if Fonseca converts. He is usually as accurate as they can be, and Victor does convert, and Naugatuck leads it with a 2:26 remaining in the first quarter, 13-0.
And that is going to hurt Holy Cross, not only the touchdown, but they had an excellent drive going and turned it over, and there go the Greyhounds converting it into a touchdown. We'll see what it does to the confidence level of the Holy Cross Crusaders and also the momentum of that football team, because that's a tough thing for young men to overcome. They had a drive and they gave it up and surrendered 6 points on the turnover.
Victor Fonseca will be kicking off for the Naugatuck Greyhounds, who have electrified the home crowd here at Veterans Field, sun-baked Veterans Field. Buddy, it almost seems like we should be at a baseball game this afternoon.
It's the warmest November I can remember for football. It's been a beautiful, beautiful fall. We really have had some excellent weather all fall, but this is unbelievable. And you're right, let's cross our fingers because we got a couple night games coming up where we've been a little frigid at the end of those games.
Fonseca, line drive kick. And now spinning around at the 5-yard line where it's picked up there by Santoro.
One block.
With an avenue on the and a seam, Santoro returns it outside his 30-yard line.
Needed one block, wasn't able to get it, but he did return the ball back to the 40s. You'll see a very educated kick, rolls back inside the field. Santoro will pick it up, and he'll get to the sidelines. He gets by 73 there, and then one man to beat, and he will come into your picture right here and knock him out of bounds. That's number 35. I think that's 35 for Naugatuck is Victor Fonseca, the kicker, who just whacked him out of bounds, but a penalty is going to move it all back. And again, Holy Cross getting good field position and then surrendering it on a clipping penalty or some type of below the waist as they're going to start inside their 15 at about the 13-yard line.
This is the third time they have taken over the football, and the best field position they had was at the 20.
There's a lot of weight between that goal line at the other end and the Crusaders. Those Naugatuck people are big, strong, very aggressive, and very quick to the football.
First down for Coach Jerry Charleglio's Holy Cross Crusaders at the 13. O'Shea for 3 yards on the first down carry. As the quad captain carries across the 15-yard line. Jason Pandolfo from his nose guard position on the stop for Naugatuck. Quite a group out there, buddy. We see the defense of the Naugatuck Greyhounds. Now a mark-off coming against Naugatuck.
Little extracurricular activity, I think, in there with a little bit of pushing. And you're going to get a personal foul against Naugatuck.
Football brought out to the outside the just outside the 30-yard line. Minute and 49 seconds counting down here in the first quarter. Veterans Field in Naugatuck, Telemedia's high school football game of the week. High formation, play action, pass over the middle intended for the tight end Dia Talivi, falls harmlessly to the turf. Garbarino went for the football from his safety spot.
tight end will just release off the line. He's open right here, but the ball is tipped by the linebacker as he comes across. And right here, the ball will get tipped out of the reach of the receiver, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Excellent call, though, by Holy Cross. The tight end was open as he came into the scene.
Out to the right side is Election. And Chappetta's going to put it up on 2nd down under a rush. Now being hemmed in and brought down. Carl Hagstrom first to get to Chappetta.
Chappetta was really roped inside as he tries to roll on a little bit of a bootleg, and then as he tries to find a receiver, he will get some pressure. He'll come back to the pocket, and Hagstrom will wrap him up. You'll see 76 from behind grab him, and he will get the credit for the sack right about the 30, 31-yard line. Big 3rd down and 10 for Holy Cross.
Carl, as a sophomore last year, did not come out for football. Coach Craig Peters was welcomed him with open arms this year in his junior year. Chappetta on 3rd down, gets it out, incomplete, overthrows Petta at the 45. Garbarino on the coverage for the Greyhounds.
Garbarino sat right in the middle of the field as the safety. Ball was overthrown, did an excellent job on coverage, and you're going to see a punting situation as Chappetta just drops back. He will try and find his outside receiver just posting across the middle. It's well overthrown, but excellent coverage. He throws into 3 red jerseys, brings up a punting situation. Holy Cross going to have to give the ball back, and with 45 seconds left, Naugatuck can put the ball in the end zone for the 3rd time, as they have been able to score twice here in the opening period.
Buddy, when I talked during the week to Coach Charleglio, he said Naugatuck's great on offense, they're great on defense. The thing that scares me the most, though, special teams. He doesn't want to, at all costs, he doesn't want to kick the football. He has to. Bacchetti's back there, and Bacchetti has run back his share in his career up here at Naugatuck. Diatalevi will kick it away. And it's almost blocked, or is it partially? Partially blocked. That's another aspect of that special teams. Picking it up is one of the Crusaders. Let's wait for the officials to unscramble things here. Victor Fonseca was the young man who got to the kicker and blocked the kick. And that's something that Victor Fonseca has done in the past for Naugatuck. There you see Coach Charleglio talking it over with one of the officials.
You'll see now he's going to take some time getting the ball off. Fonseca's going to come from the bottom right there. You see the extension. He gets a piece of the football, and it will go out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. Naugatuck ball 1st and 10 as you see the ball rolling, and it will come to a stop right there as it's touched down by Election, and Naugatuck with 24 seconds here on the 44-yard line.
A double tight end formation on the wishbone. The blast inside. This time the fullback is Rodney Butler, and Butler gets inside the 35-yard line. 5 backs coming out of that backfield, interchangeable.
Just a little bit of a wishbone play to the fullback. Quarterback Murphy does a good job reading, and it picks up another 1st down as they're not going to get another playoff here. But Naugatuck inside the 34-yard line with another good drive going here as the first quarter is going to come to an end.
Valenti, Fonseca, Bacchetti, Fruin, and Butler. The 5 running backs for the Greyhounds. And
sort of unfair that one team has so many.
We played 1 quarter here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Our score is the Greyhounds 13, Holy Cross nothing. We're back here at Veterans Field, set for the 2nd quarter. Greyhounds firmly in control of this football game. 1st down at the 34 of Holy Cross. Greyhounds lead it 13-0, sun-baked Veterans Field. Fonseca to the 30-yard line.
One thing about the Naugatuck backs is they don't care about going airborne to get a couple extra yards. Fonseca, again, just over the pile, picks up an extra 2 yards. They pick up 5 on that 1st down carry. And all of their backs, I'll tell you, they just know that if they don't play well, there's somebody behind them, and they do an excellent job of just getting all the yardage they can out of every carry.
This time, Butler, the fullback, he wants to go forward. fine north and south runner, Rodney Butler, in for Ed Valenti at the fullback spot. Craig Peters has characterized his back's unselfishness, the key thing.
We talked with Coach Craig Peters, as you'll see here, the fullback just coming straight ahead in the opening kickoff show, and he talked about the ability of his young men to block for each other and to be unselfish. He talked about it in the pregame interview, and this team is very unselfish. They've got great character, and they like to play the game.
And Fruin has picked up another Naugatuck first down.
They also like to win, and they know how to do it, and it's something that's tough to teach. And once a team learns how to win and knows how to practice, boy, you've got a great program going, and Coach Peters certainly has that in this group of young men.
Two words I continually hear from Coach Craig Peters this year. Well, let's get the replay.
Off tackle for the first down. Going right straight ahead for the carry is John Fruin as he just follows his offensive line for another first down. They're inside the 25 to about the 22.
Now a little play action on first down. Murphy gets it out to Butler on a completion, and Rodney does not want to go down as he fights his way down to the 10-yard line and out of bounds. As a trio of Holy Cross Crusaders takes to get him down, Maloney, Diatalevi, along with Election.
They try to go to Shea, and you'll watch Murphy double pump here as he rolls out. Here he wants to go to Shea. Shea's covered, and then he just comes off that throw right to the fullback who's out in the flat for an excellent carry or throw and a big first down inside the 10.
Well, it's a goal-to-goal situation. Fonseca, 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I don't know how you stop this program unless you can play with 12 guys, and 12 might not be enough on some given days as they are just running at you. And the scary thing is that when they throw, they're successful also. So if you try and come up and really take away the bone, play some snake eyes or really put 11 men up, they can throw the football at you also. And boy, it's tough to defense if you're a defensive coordinator.
Second and goal. That is Jeff Bacchetti. Touchdown, Naugatuck. And that is Bacchetti's second score on the afternoon. Senior tri-captain Jeff Bacchetti.
Bacchetti just takes a power right off tackle, follows the offensive line, puts his head down, gets into the end zone. Naugatuck 19, Holy Cross nothing. And the Greyhounds literally have controlled this game from the opening tap. It is 9:38 left to go in the second quarter. And within a 14-minute period, they put 19, possibly 20 points on the board. And that's good for any program. That's great for any program.
Fonseca will attempt the extra point. It's good. Naugatuck leads it 20-0 in the second quarter and will take this timeout. Welcome back, everyone. Well, the Naugatuck Greyhounds have just scored their third touchdown of the afternoon here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Jeff Bacchetti taking it in from 3 yards out. Fonseca converts to make it 20-0. And Victor drives the football down to the 10-yard line. Colin Kearns on the return for Holy Cross as Colin brings the football close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what Holy Cross can do with the football. It is not an enviable position to be in against the Naugatuck defense.
Pretty good return as Kearns comes up close to the 30. Good job blocking. It's good field position for the Crusaders as they are coming out, staying pretty basic in their offenses. This time they'll go to a trips formation.
Diatalevi, the tight end, sets up to the left side. Single back. That is O'Shea, the single back, and he gets the handoff. And Mo, off the left side, a flag is dropped, and O'Shea brings it to the 35-yard line.
Murphy's Law today is going to apply as Holy Cross gets going. They have been in trouble as they're going to get an offside penalty, illegal procedure. They pick up 5. They had a big drive going. They fumble the ball, and everything that they're doing here is just coming back on them as the 5-yard, or it's going to be a holding penalty, even worse than the 5. As they try to move, they end up going backwards again. This time they'll be backed up around the 23, 24-yard line.
So a first down and long for Holy Cross.
Not an enviable position to try and go against this club. 10 yards is tough to get. 15 is impossible.
Geppetta wants to throw on first down under a rush. Pandolfo in on him, completed over the middle. Victor Von Seek on the tackle to the tight end, Pete Diatalevi.
Diatalevi broke open over the middle. Linebackers wrapped him up as soon as he caught the ball. Good throw from Geppetta to Diatalevi. Nice line on the ball. Put it right in there. Fonseca, he got help also from Becchetti. And it'll bring up about a 2nd and 8 for the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Second down, the football marked at the 32. Petta out to the left side as you look down the line of scrimmage. Election in motion. Geppetta wants to throw. Overthrows Diatalevi, the intended receiver. Garbarino on the coverage for the Greyhounds.
Just a straight drop. As he comes back, he tries to find Diatalevi again. Down the seam, ball is well overthrown, and it'll bring up a 3rd, about 7 for the Crusaders, as they have really not been able to mount any type of a threat here to the Greyhounds since the fumble.
Election out to the left side. Diatalevi sets up tight end to the right side. I formation. Play action. Geppetta throws it out incomplete. He was going to the fullback, O'Shea.
Both Fonseca and Becchetti were on a blitz that time. Quarterback was unable to find the receiver as he was able to find openings but just couldn't get the ball. As you see, both Fonseca, there is 35, and Becchetti came on the blitz. Good job picking it up for Holy Cross, but quarterback Geppetta unable to get the ball to O'Shea as some of the fans, and boy, it's unusual to see short sleeves at this time of the year.
4th down, the Crusaders will have to punt the football away.
Top of the picture, the Naugatuck Greyhounds with Fonseca on the outside. They're going to come again.
Diatalevi gets it off. A fine punt floating down in the direction of Becchetti. Becchetti, see if that wall forms. He's tripped up. Fine defensive effort. I know that Holy Cross has worked on special teams. Andy Maloney on the stop for Holy Cross.
Excellent punt. Becchetti tries to come to the near side. Good job on the tackling by Holy Cross as he returns it for about 4 yards. Naugatuck will start at the 28-plus yard line, and Holy Cross has to stop them here. They've got to make a defensive stand and to establish some confidence and to try and neutralize that line of scrimmage because they've been being blown off it.
A little bit of misdirection that goes to Becchetti out of the wishbone. Moriarty on the tackle for Holy Cross, along with Strunkowski.
They come on a little bit of a scissors. A lot of misdirection in the backfield. There you see Moriarty gets the first piece of him with help from Keith Strunkowski, who backs him up, but Naugatuck now getting into the whole package of that bone with a little bit of misdirection, and that's going to cause the linebackers some concern on their reads.
Again, double tight end. Out of that wishbone, that tight formation, that is Fruin close to the yardage for the first down as he drags Holy Cross Crusaders with him. Strunkowski, one of the Holy Cross men on the tackle.
Watch the way Fruin follows his blockers, especially the off back and the fullback. He stays right up in him, and then he will break off. Look at 48 right there with a great block, Valenti, and Fruin right on his back and pulls ahead close to that first down yardage. Follow their runners very, very well, or follow their blockers very well. Do all of those Naugatuck backs.
3rd and short. Inside handoff for an apparent Naugatuck first down.
Again, that little yard, the fullback Valenti just picks it up. He follows Corcoran and Ferris right up behind Corcoran Ferris for that first down yardage.
Buddy, we have about 6 minutes and change left in this first quarter. And you got to think that Naugatuck's going to go on one of their patented offensive drives and pretty much eat up the rest of the time in this first half. Unbelievable high school program. Fruin, this time he is stuck at the line of scrimmage. The interior lineman of Holy Cross combined to make the stop at that point.
Little misdirection again to Fruin, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Barberi, who got a piece of him along with Moriarty, and the linebackers filled. They did a good job of reading that misdirection. Brings up a 2nd and 10. That's the first time that Holy Cross has had them in a 2nd and 10 situation.
Well, and Naugatuck has broken the bone. Andre Powell inserted in the offensive lineup, wide receiver, and they looked to Powell, and incomplete, and he looked off the pass.
Right in his hands. Great throw from quarterback Greg Murphy. Powell just does not look the football in. He goes from the inside and breaks to the outside on just the turnout, and he just doesn't look it in. It hits him right in the numbers. Was wide open, brings up a 3rd and 10. Naugatuck needs a big 10-yard conversion here to keep the football. And that's one of the things that can stop you when you don't execute.
Football at the 41-yard line of the
That
Hounds.
should be a penalty.
That is Powell in motion. And a blast play. Fruin with the football, and he gets close to the yardage needed for the first down as he gets into Holy Cross territory. Let's await the spot.
That's supposed to be a penalty in real football here. You cannot have everybody moving and then have the guy start. Everybody's moving. We got a guy in motion. No call here, and it is going to be a first down for Naugatuck on real good run by Fruin as he picks up the necessary 10 yards. Just got the 10 yards, and he goes across midfield to about the 48.
Well, again, the Greyhounds break the bone on first down. Powell out to the left side, split backs, Bacchetti and Fruin. Throws it out to Powell. Powell slips and advances the football down to the 47-yard line of Holy Cross, where he's taken down there by Nick Barberi.
This time Powell looks the ball in. They run that little slip screen to the outside. Quarterback will just come and then turn to the outside. Hits him on it. Fruin, along with number 15, Al Terry, tries to make a block, but Powell unable to get more than about a yard on that.
Well, enough of that fancy formation. We go back double tight end and a wishbone for the Greyhounds.
Why be fancy when you can beat people up?
That is Fonseca running the football. And Fonseca gets down close to the Holy Cross 40-yard line. They just come at you all barrels.
This football team just likes to hit you, and boy, you get them in tight, they just come. Here you see Fonseca on the little bit of a counter. Good block right here, kicking out on number 81, Strakowski. He's kicked away, and they pick up another 7 yards on this play as number 30 dragging him to the ground. Al Proto along with help from the other linebackers, but again, a 3rd and very makeable here.
Now Valenti the fullback, Fonseca and Fruin are the halfbacks. And Murphy on the quarterback option. Murphy taken down at the 40-yard line by Pete Diatalevi.
Fullback fake to hold the linebackers, and then they come on the bone play with the option. Murphy chooses to turn it up, and Diatalevi is right there. He plays off the tackle, but Diatalevi, 44, gets a piece of him, drags him to the ground, and it's a 4th, and Naugatuck is going.
Why not?
You're up 19-20 to nothing with 2:58. It's a great call.
Tight formation. Quarterback is Murphy. Holy Cross digs in. Fruin is slowed up at the line of scrimmage, and he will not make the first down, and Holy Cross will take over on downs. Barberi on the initial hit.
Great play as he broke through the seam. He will get Fruin in the backfield. You'll see before he is able to get to the line of scrimmage, you're going to see someone on his legs. That's Barberi right there. He's got a piece of him, and he cannot drag ahead for the necessary yardage. And an excellent defensive series for the Holy Cross Crusaders with 2:44 left to go in this first half of football.
Big defensive series for Holy Cross. A lot of pride being built up there by the second-year head football coach Jerry Charleglio, longtime assistant to Tom Marcucci down at Notre Dame of West Haven. Geppetta wants to put it up on first down, and he overthrows badly Election down at the 45-yard line.
This is a very poorly thrown pass, as Eddie just said. Good job protecting Chiappetta, and then he just heaves it, and he heaves it over everyone's head, including the deep back, who was the closest individual to it, and that's Andre Powell, who was playing the deep corner, and it was not a good throw. 2nd and 10, right at the 40. 2:20 left to go. Plenty of time for the Crusaders if they can get that offense into gear. If they can get in with a touchdown, it may be enough to get them psyched to get out in that second half.
Election is the flanker out to the left side on 2nd and 10. Chiappetta, play action under a rush, and he is dragged down. Fonseca first to get to him. Ben Palladino combining on the sack of Chiappetta.
A lot of red jerseys converging here. There's Fonseca, missed by another individual. Couldn't get his number 60. Got a miss on it. That's Pandolfo, and then Palladino there with the wrap-up, but no place for that quarterback Chiappetta to go, as Naugatuck again with a blitz by Fonseca, causing disruption to the passing game, and there is a penalty as number 81, Strakowski, just got a little bit early, and it's going to cost them 5.
By the way, buddy, just a reminder again to our viewers, the fact that Palladino is really taking the place of John Berry, who turned an ankle in practice during the week.
You'll see the head there of Mr. Strakowski, who just goes offside. And you know what the scary thing is that we haven't really talked about, and as a coach I know, you just don't want to play this team in the 3rd and 4th quarter because they beat you up in the first half, and boy, physically you come out in the second half and they just come at you, and by the 3rd and 4th quarter you're just looking for a hideout because they really physically maul you, and that's what Holy Cross really hasn't gotten to yet, is this team in the 3rd and 4th quarter just loves to play, and they just come at you even harder than the first half.
Chiappetta on 3rd and long. That's Santoro on a draw. 40, slips his way to the 45-yard line. Short of the yardage needed for a first down. Had to get to near midfield.
Great call as they turn out the inside. Naugatuck in a kind of pass prevent, and it allows Santoro to have some running room as he will go about 15 yards, but not enough for that first down, as he's still going to be 4th and 5. Right there, he's knocked to the ground by number 48, Ed Valenti. The senior comes up and drags him to the ground, and Holy Cross is going for it here on 4th and 5. 49 left to go in the first half.
4th down on a scissors to the flanker. That's Election, and he will not pick it up. He's taken down and handled by defensive end Tim Shea.
Shea held his ground on the scissors as they came back from the slot with Election. Quarterback Chiappetta just comes out, and the guard, you'll see number 56 there pulling, trying to get to the corner. DiPiano, and Election just unable to go anywhere because of Timmy Shea, along with help from Eddie Valenti, and it's 4th down. The Greyhounds have taken a timeout with 38 seconds left to go.
Tim Shea, buddy, we don't have the exact weights at this time. We're hoping to get them from Coach Peters before the end of the year.
That's classified information.
I think there's a reason for it. But Timmy Shea goes in the neighborhood of 250 pounds. He's only a junior.
We scrimmaged him this year, and honest to God, when I saw, he is huge as an end. Absolutely huge. As you can see him there, number 11. And it's not that he doesn't have company in that group of very big young men, but he is really a big kid. And it's funny, Stephen DeMeo played with him in Pop Warner, and they're very good friends. And Stephen DeMeo is about 5'5", 5'6", and to look at Timmy Shea is unbelievable as a defensive, offensive end.
They had a picture of Shea in one of the local papers. Shea congratulating Fruin on a score a few weeks ago. And Fruin is not a small player by any means, but Shea made Fruin look small.
Yeah, he is a big young man and only a junior. Unfortunately for the Greyhounds, they do have a lot of seniors playing this year, and they're going to have a lot of replacements next year. But this program has always found individuals, and they're ready to go.
Well, they want to put it up and maybe get another score as Murphy throws out to the near side to Powell, out of bounds, and it was incompleted. Al Proto from his outside backer spot on the coverage for Holy Cross.
Greg Murphy is becoming better at throwing the football all year, and this is part of the game that the Greyhounds are really working hard at. Powell just cannot get the football. It was a little overthrown, but Naugatuck has become better at throwing it. As you see, they're out of the bone into a trips with a single back.
2nd and 10 from the 48 of Holy Cross. Murphy looking, scanning the field over the middle as a receiver out there, incomplete. It was intended for number 80. That is Jason Ashton, and the coverage was by Pete Diatalevi.
They come down the middle. Not bad pressure from the backside. As you'll see, coming free is Barberi, and just getting the ball off is Murphy, but into coverage as Diatalevi is there. He had help also from, looks like, O'Shea, and it will bring up a big 3rd down or 2nd, because there was a penalty involved also, and that penalty has got to be a 30-yarder, and I don't know how many 30-yarders they have, because that thing's backing them up to about the 30-yard line. I didn't see the signal, Edward, so I don't know whether it's 2 penalties or whether it was a spot, and boy, 15-30, they got to go a country mile to get that 1st down. 28 seconds left to go. I'd be surprised if they do anything other than run it out here.
Well, they mark the football all the way back to the ground, 28, and they just go basic with the wishbone, and that is Bacchetti, and your basic Naugatuck running play for about 6 to 7 yards off the left side across the 35-yard line.
It's a great tribute to a program that can bring backs in, as we said, 15 seconds left to go here, but they can bring backs in and out, and they're always going to have a fresh back in the game. And with that wishbone and the ability of each back to block for the other, they are always fresh and always able to make that extra yard, and that's why it's very difficult to stop them and to tackle them.
Well, Coach Craig Peters called a timeout. He's now in that huddle. There's Mike Zavalik.
Mike is going to get a suntan today. He's up top.
I butchered the last name. Zavalko. That's the first time I made a mistake all year long on a pronunciation. Mike Zavalko up on top here in the press box, Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Buddy, you're right. He's going to have a severe burn up there today. It is a warm day as I was driving into Naugatuck for the football game. Looked on one of the bank's clocks there. Temperature was 78 degrees.
I'll predict it's a record for November. How's that, huh?
Well, you're really
Tough
going.
not to be
You're really going out on a limb.
record.
I think it's going to break all records today. Unbelievable.
Beautiful foliage too as we look out from the press box. Excellent vantage point in this brand new facility that the Greyhounds have, and
They have worked hard here at Veterans Field.
really worked hard. It's a quality field and
Great press box.
excellent stands.
Press box. And a 3rd down. Rodney Butler running the football. Close to midfield, taken out of bounds there, or apparently not, by election. As the clock is running, that ought to do it. Close out matters here in the 1st half. There it is. We have played 1 half of football here at Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Our score is Naugatuck 20 and Holy Cross of Waterbury nothing. We'll be back with the halftime activities after these words. Out of the center of the field, ready to entertain the people who've come out here to Sunbaked Veterans Field. Naugatuck High School marching band. Our halftime score is Naugatuck 20 and Holy Cross nothing. And there you have it. Naugatuck High School Marching Band. Great performance, great unit up here at Naugatuck High School. Our halftime score at Veterans Field in Naugatuck is Naugatuck Greyhounds 20, the Crusaders of Holy Cross nothing. We'll be back with the second half kickoff right after these messages. As we begin matters here in the third quarter of play, sun-baked Veterans Field. Naugatuck leads it 20-0, scoring 13 points in the first quarter, tacking on another score in the second quarter. And the Greyhounds will receive the second half kickoff. And again, this is for the large division championship of the Naugatuck Valley League for 1990. Pete Diantalevi will be kicking off for Holy Cross. Back deep for the Greyhounds, Bacchetti, Fruin, and Butler. A short end-over-end kick, and immediately we have a flag.
Someone from Holy Cross was a little anxious, crossed that yard line before the football, and it's going to back Holy Cross up 5 yards to their 35.
So we'll do it all over. Telemedia's Valley High School football game of the week. We'll be back right here at Veterans Field next week in Naugatuck's non-league encounter with Housatonic League Seymour. Seymour Wildcats, very successful football season. Both Naugatuck and Seymour, of course, still in the hunt for state playoff action. Both will need a win. We'll have it for you. Telemedia's game of the week. Kick taken by Fruin. And Fruin returns the football to his 32-yard line, where the Hounds will get going their first possession of the second half. Totally in control here. They've dominated the line of scrimmage.
One thing that the Holy Cross Crusaders want to prevent is a drive for a touchdown. They've got to get the ball back, and they've got to score. Touchdown here by Naugatuck would really put the Crusaders out of touch with a possible win.
John Fruin running the football out of that wishbone. Double tight ends. Here we come. Try to stop us offense.
Off tackle power follows the fullback, off back inside. Picks up about 7 yards. Well, about 5 yards on that first down carry, but they stay pretty much on schedule throughout the day. They have all year with the ability to get that 4 or 5 yards on first down carry and keep themselves in the bone package.
Butler is the fullback, now at the halfbacks. Bacchetti and Victor Fonseca. Fonseca, midfield, 45, inside the 40-yard line.
We'll see the ability of this Greyhound football team to wear you down. Both guard and tackle pull from the backside on the misdirection. And then 35, Fonseca just gets into the secondary. Good job by number 29 for Todd Election for Holy Cross in bringing him down. But they run those 4, 5, 7, and then they get into the secondary for the big one. That time Fonseca for a big gain.
First down, double tight end. Shea and Terry are the tight ends. And Fruin from the left halfback spot trying the right side as John advances the football close to the 30-yard line of Holy Cross.
Straight ahead, offensive line surge. Power blocking by the fullback and off back. About 7 yards on that carry. They just follow those blockers and those backs extremely well, as good as any high school football team I've ever seen. And they block for each other very well, as we've said all afternoon, and the success of the program is obvious.
Second and short for the Hounds. Bacchetti bounces outside. Bacchetti gets the corner, and Jeff is taken down at about the 20-yard line on the far side of the field.
Started off tackle, found the seam to the outside. Bacchetti just breaks it right here out of the pile, down to about the 20-yard line. Nobody really getting a good shot at him before he's dragged out of bounds. Looked like Paul Petta, who just knocked him down around the 20. But again, we're only 2 minutes into this third quarter, and already the Greyhounds are inside the 20 as they just run it at you. A couple big plays where Fonseca and Bacchetti have been able to break for big gains, and here they go again.
Bacchetti's the right half, and Fonseca is the left half, and that is Jeff Bacchetti off the left side. As they're on schedule out of that wishbone, 4 yards on the first down out of that wishbone, double tight ends. That's what Naugatuck has run offensively most of the afternoon.
Again, the power of the fullback and the off back, blocking for Bacchetti. He just stays behind people, picks up the 4.5 to 5, as Eddie said, in the first down carry. It allows him to stay basic. It allows him to stay double tight. It allows him to stay in the bone, and it allows him to continue to run the power. They do not have to get fancy.
Second down at the 16-yard line.
Wow.
On a bootleg. Murphy to the 10, inside the 5 to the 3-yard line before he's taken down by Election.
That's what you call a naked bootleg. Murphy came all by himself. Nobody came with him. Everybody in Holy Cross went with the power fake, which they've seen all afternoon. Everybody straight ahead blocking. Nobody pulls, and then Murphy just beats you to the corner, down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line before he's going to be run out of bounds by Todd Election. Excellent call from upstairs by Bobby Harrison as they saw everyone going with the flow. Murphy just kept it, came to the outside. He's inside the 3.
Let's see who they give the football on 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Fruin, John dives into the end zone for the 4th Naugatuck score and Fruin's 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Bacchetti has scored twice. Fruin has scored twice.
Fruin just bangs it over. 9:07 left, and you'll see Fruin just take the handoff, follow his 2 blocking backs, slides into the end zone. 26-0 with 9:07 left to go in this third.
You know, that reminds me, buddy, after this extra point, just want to quickly say the 2 words that are always uppermost in Craig Peters' vocabulary. 2 words: focus on the next opponent. This week it happens to be Holy Cross. Next week it'll be Seymour. The other word in that vocabulary, Coach Craig Peters: execution.
Not a bad vocabulary for a coach. A very successful one who has put a great program together this year. As you see, the head man,
18th
Coach
year
Craig
here.
Peters.
18th year here at Naugatuck High School. And the penalty means that Fonseca will have to kick the football further on the extra point attempt. Murphy is the holder. No problem. And the cheerleaders whoop it up on the near sidelines as the Greyhounds taking a 27-0 lead and will take this timeout. We're back here at Veterans Field. The Greyhounds have taken the second half kickoff, methodically moving the football down the field. Fruin went over from 3 yards out. Fonseca converted 27-0. Fonseca kicks off. And touching down there, that was Colin Kearns. His knee touched down at the 15-yard line.
As a coach coaching against Naugatuck, the one great feeling that you have to have is that you only have to play this team once. As you see, Kearns touch his knee down right at the 15-yard line, and Holy Cross will start from the center of the field with their first possession here. 9:01 left to go in the third quarter. It took the Greyhounds less than 3 minutes to put another 7 points on the board as you look down that line of scrimmage.
First down for Holy Cross at the 16-yard line. Mo O'Shea breaks it temporarily as Mo gets some good yardage on the first down, straight up the gut, crosses the 20-yard line. Paul Garbarino from the safety spot on the tackle.
Double the nose with the guard, and then they just come off tackle with the power. Fullback does a good job getting O'Shea into the secondary before he's wrapped by Garbarino and dragged to the ground, but they pick up about 7. Good first down play for the Crusaders.
And the Crusaders have at times moved the football in this football game. Split backs for Holy Cross. That's Santoro running the football as a flag is dropped. Santoro to the 40 and outside the 40 to about the 43. Garbarino drags him down, lets await the call.
It's going to be against Holy Cross, and it better be an obvious hold. If I was over on the other side, I know Coach Jerry Charliglio has got to be yelling that, hey, it's 27-0 here. We don't do anything, and you guys got a hold. Come on. And they're going to walk it back as Jim Carey, the referee, came from the outside, is going to step off 15, and the Crusaders will be second and long. We'll see from the outside, the fullback inside the hole, the guard pulls, and they come with an outside sweep play, and the hold is going to come, I think, at the top of your picture. Before the back got there, Santoro did an excellent job getting into the secondary, but it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Football at the original line of scrimmage. Santoro running the football. Taken down by Ben Palladino. Tri-captain Ben Palladino. Double duty for the Greyhounds today.
Crossbuck guard pulls. That's Barbieri pulling and freeing Santoro into the secondary. Close to that first down. It's a 3rd and about 2 for the Crusaders. Showing a little bit of offense here in this first possession. Unfortunately, penalties have hurt, but good crossbuck that time, counter, a little bit of a sweep. Some misdirection to give the Naugatuck linebackers something to think about.
Split backs, football marked at the 23, 3rd down. Santoro sweeping wide to the right side, and he goes for the yard marker there. 1st down yard marker. Let's see if he picked it up.
Santoro does a good job of avoiding some tackles here and getting to the 1st down marker. You see Barbieri pulling number 74, and then Santoro just gets to the flag stick for the 1st down. Holy Cross overcoming that penalty and getting a 1st down here in their initial possession of the 3rd quarter.
So it is a 1st down for Holy Cross. Football at the 26. Crusaders go back to the I formation. Scanziano now in at fullback, senior running back, off the right side.
Chipetta almost didn't get the football to Scanziano as he was tripped up trying to make the handoff. You'll see he's going to go down right here. He gets hit by the center or gets pushed back, and he just gets the handoff off as he goes down to the ground. Good job preventing a turnover, but Scanziano only able to pick up about 2. 2nd and 8 around the 30-yard line.
Altieri dragged down Scanziano. 2nd and long, split backs for the Crusaders. O'Shea, he is taken down, met at the line of scrimmage. Number 11, Tim Shea.
Shea just closed the outside off. No place for O'Shea to go. Watch 11 just stand up the end, play off of Diatalevi, and then make the tackle on O'Shea. Gets help from the outside by Valenti, and there is no gain there. Brings up a 3rd and about 7 yards from around the 31, 30-yard line.
Election goes in motion. On the option, Chipetta running the football, and Chipetta dives across the 35-yard line, extends the football in hopes of getting a good spot.
He's not going to get enough on that spot. Interesting call for Coach Charliglio as quarterback Chipetta looks to the option. He darts in between 2 tacklers right there, and here's his extension, and he's going to be spotted closer to the 40, 35, 36-yard line, and I think he's going to come up a little bit short, but an excellent run by Chipetta getting close to that 1st down yardage. It's going to bring up a 1st down. Good call, Chernovitz. Blew it again, huh? He made it. Nice play.
So the Holy Cross Crusaders have ground out here 2 1st downs.
Can't complain about the vantage point. Just blew that one because this vantage point is outstanding up here in the press box.
We appreciate the fine facilities up here at Naugatuck. Press box constructed last year, and just a great facility and a great field out there at Veterans Field up here in Naugatuck. 1st down for Holy Cross. Split backs, the give to Santoro. Santoro is knifed under after a pickup of about 1 yard on the play, but Ketty on the initial hit.
Try and get to the outside with a little bit of a sweep. You see Barbieri coming, 56 on the pull, but unable to really get any movement is Santoro trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up about a half a yard. Second, right at about the 38.5-yard line for the Crusaders.
What a job that Naugatuck defense has done all year long. 6 points have been allowed all year long against Naugatuck, and they have another shutout in the making here. Chipetta on the option, and Darren gets the ball to the 45-yard line as he dives on the second down carry.
They're running the load option this time, and they're coming out with the back who's going to block on the end, allows Chipetta to get the other side. This is a definite run. Fullback takes good block number 30, who knocks the defensive end out of the way and allows Chipetta to get very close to that first down before Palladino brings him to the ground for Naugatuck.
Well, a 3rd and short for the Crusaders, just outside their 45-yard line. They're down by 4 scores. Election on the in motion as Chipetta takes it straight ahead for an apparent Holy Cross first down.
One thing that Holy Cross has done in this drive is they started with 9:03 and have run the clock down to 4 minutes. It's been a 5-minute drive. As you see the quarterback just pushing ahead, Chipetta for the first down at about the 48-yard line of the Crusaders. It would be certainly a moral victory to get into the end zone here on this drive for the Crusaders. They come to a slot formation.
Well, they split Strunkowski out to the left side and a pitch to the wide side. That's Santoro. He's going nowhere. First to greet him there, Valenti from the monster back spot. Turned the play in.
Scanziano did a good job blocking. You'll see a good block, but the back just doesn't cut behind the block. Scanziano right there, he kicks Valenti outside, and then the back just tries to run outside the block, which you can't do. Santoro should have cut up inside. Fruin in there with some help for the Greyhounds, and it puts the Crusaders back about 4 yards with a 2nd and 14.
Petta out to the right side, and a slot to the right is Election. To the short side on the option. Chipetta bounces off a tackle, gets to midfield down to the 49-yard line.
I don't know whether you'll pick it up, but when Chipetta turned up, linebacker number 35, Victor Fonseca, will greet him, and you'll see his mouth guard come out of his mouth here on this pop. He's going to turn it up in here. He comes inside of 15, and then right here, Fonseca hits him, and there goes the mouth guard. What a pop. But he does a good job, Chipetta, in playing off that hit and drags himself up to the 49-plus yard line.
Fruin put the final touches on the tackle for the Greyhounds. 3rd and long for Holy Cross, eating up an awful lot of clock here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 8, just into Naugatuck territory. Chipetta wants to throw on 3rd down out to the right side, has Election at the 45. Election on a move, and Election picks up the first down to the 35-yard line. Andre Powell and Jeff Bacchetti combined to make the tackle for the Greyhounds.
Good call as Election is wide open in the flat. Just a straight pass drop for quarterback Darren Chipetta. He hits Election, and then Election will make one of the Naugatuck players miss right here. That's number 48, Valenti, and then he will go down for a big first down before Bacchetti and Powell drag him to the ground.
So first down for Holy Cross, and Naugatuck's defense cannot like what's happening right now. Very proud unit out there. First down. Santoro taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bacchetti.
Barberi will pull. The guard, backside guard, will pull on this counter. He will knock Valenti down, and then just as Santoro turns up inside, he is met by Bacchetti, number 33, along with Fonseca. No gain, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for Holy Cross. They've consumed most of the clock here in the 3rd quarter. They've had the football most of the quarter. Play action. Chipetta looking to throw as a receiver out there, incomplete. And it was in the hands of Strunkowski. Just dropped the football at the 20-yard line.
Strunkowski was wide open. Chipetta does a good job avoiding pressure. He starts to the outside on the roll, sets up, and then steps in between 2 Naugatuck Greyhounds. Hits him right in the hands. Keith unable to hold it, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders. Crusaders make you use the entire field, and the theory is that you're not going to put a 13-14 play drive together against this program and get in the end zone.
3rd and 10 at the 35 of Naugatuck. Fonseca, and Chipetta gets off the pass downfield. It is incomplete, off the outstretched fingers of Election. Garbarino on the coverage. Pouring in was Victor Fonseca. I don't know how Chipetta avoided it.
Wow, he is going to get cranked as he comes back. Fonseca is clear. He just drops down a little, and Victor goes over the top, but that's a good pop. Chipetta avoids the sack. Look at that, and then comes up and then puts the ball right on the hands of his receiver, and he just cannot pull it in. That's Todd Election again. An excellent throw by Chipetta, and we're 4th and 10.
4th and 10 for the Crusaders at the 35. That is Santoro going in motion on the 4th down. Single back offense. Fonseca, and the sack on Darren Chipetta, and the crowd here is loving every bit of it. And the Greyhounds will take over on downs with a break in the action. Well, first of all, we'll get the replay of
this time. Fonseca comes clear again. No chance for Chipetta to avoid this one, as Victor is not going to let him go. The Greyhounds hold, and they will take over at the 42.
Greyhounds take over on downs after a long sustained drive that has eaten up most of the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Jeff Pichetti on the 1st down, getting the football up to the 48-yard line. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to apologize to our viewers. We had a little difficulty towards the end of that 3rd quarter, had problems with our generator, but we are back and operative as we begin matters here in the 4th quarter of play from Veterans Field in Naugatuck. Greyhounds have the football as we begin matters here in the 4th and last quarter. They lead it in the football game by a score of 27-0. Reminder to our viewers that at the conclusion of the game, we'll be making our presentation of the Fitzpatrick's Player of the Game. And a lot of young men to consider from the Garnet and Gray. First down for the Greyhounds, a 1st and long. They were penalized, and a 1st and 25 at the 37. First play from scrimmage in the 4th quarter. Murphy throws it up. It is almost picked off by Proto. Pass was intended for Andre Powell. There's the veteran football coach up here at Naugatuck High School, Craig Peters, in his 18th year. Out wide to the right side is Jason Ashton as the Greyhounds show a single back offense. Rodney Butler, the lone back. And Butler takes the football across the 40-yard line, taken down there by Pete Diatalevi along with Al Proto. So a 3rd and long for the Greyhounds. 3rd and 20, about 21 yards for the Naugatuck Greyhounds. Have this game firmly in control. They hold on to any part of this lead, and would pretty much seem like they would. They'll go to 8-0 on the season, and they will have won the large division part of the Naugatuck Valley League Championship for this season. Murphy running the football, loose ball, and covered by one of the Greyhounds down at the 45-yard line.
Ball will just come out of the hands of Murphy as he is going to scamper. And he will run with the ball out, does not put it away. Here is the ball knocked off his leg.
Mike Smirkanitz.
Mikey Spurkanitz, his father works at Amity, very proud of his son, and he right there on the football for the recovery, and the Naugatuck Greyhounds are going to go into a punt situation.
Fruin is the punter for Naugatuck, standing at his 42-yard line. And he gets it off. We're going to have a roughing penalty coming up against Holy Cross as Mike DiPiano barreled in on Fruin. Football rolls dead on the punt inside the 10-yard line. Let's await the call, but that appears to be a roughing call coming up against Holy Cross.
No question about it. He goes too close to the kicker. He does not go for the foot. Allows the ball to be kicked. Really should have blocked this ball. It gets the leg, does not touch the football, and it's going to be against the Crusaders. DiPiano on the block, did not get it, got the kicker, and it'll be a first down for the Naugatuck Greyhounds.
So
not much else can go wrong for the Crusaders. As we said, Murphy's Law prevails today for Holy Cross. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and it has really for them. Penalties have hurt them in their drives, and really the Greyhounds are just a quality football team. You can't make a mistake against this team and expect to win.
On the first down now, down at the 30-yard line. Jeff Bacchetti breaks it free at the 20, spins his way down to the 10-yard line, taken down finally by linebacker Kelly Kearns. Tri-captain Jeff Bacchetti.
Bacchetti got into the secondary, follows his blocking backs, gets in, and it looks as if he is going to break free here. His election doesn't get him, and then from behind he's grabbed and will come up with a leg cramp as he will come off the field. You see him there in the center of your picture as he got down to about the 13-yard line.
Quick break in the action. Let's go to our weekly feature, Coach's Tips.
Today we're going to talk about long snapping, a very important part of the game that many people forget. First thing about long snapping is for that ball to be driven back to the receiver. You see Jamie setting his hands. His left hand is going to be used to guide. His right hand is going to drive the ball. Then his stance is very important to get himself down so that his base is solid, and he will work to drive his arm straight through his legs to get the ball back. Show him, Jamie, a little bit of just how you drive that ball. Notice as he drives the ball, the hop that he will get in doing this. It's very important to get that hop. All right, Jamie, let's go one for real here. Setting himself, proper feet, proper balance, and then driving that ball back, getting that spiral. And it's very important that this all comes together at one time. Go ahead. You see pretty good snap back to the quarterback. A good drill for long snappers is what Jamie and David are going to do now, and that is just getting the ball up with proper form and getting the ball to his partner. Again, utilizing the spin, trying to get that left hand, right hand involved. We'll see you next week.
We're back to Veterans Field as Jeff Bacchetti has walked off the field after Jeff has taken the football down to the 13-yard line. Greyhounds out of the wishbone. Fruin off the right halfback spot inside the 10-yard line on the first down carry.
Penalty flag is going to come in the middle of this as Fruin just goes off tackle, follows that surge of the offensive line into there, close to about the 5-yard line, but it's going to bring the Naugatuck Greyhounds back on a hold.
This might be an appropriate time to mention that offensive line. The center, Dan Ferris. The guards are Keith Corcoran, Ben Palladino. The tackles are Dave Bubba York and Chris Herb. And the tight ends, Tim Shea and Al Terry. What a unit. So the mark off against the Greyhounds. And the football marked now at the 22-yard line. Double tight end, wishbone offense for the Naugatuck Greyhounds. First and long. Murphy wants to put it up, shovels the pass off. Bacchetti down to the 10-yard line on a shovel pass. Mo O'Shea on the stop for Holy Cross.
Great call. Bacchetti just comes from the backside halfback position and takes the little shovel pass from Murphy down inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. He's still having trouble with leg cramps. He went off there, but he'll be back before this one's over. Wishbone
offense for the Greyhounds. Victor Fonseca, 5, touchdown Naugatuck from the left halfback spot. And so Victor joins the scoring parade.
Just an off-tackle power. We've said it all afternoon. The Holy Cross Crusaders have been unable to take that play away. The blocking back, fullback, halfback leading along with that offensive line. The backs follow. It's 33-0 with 6:52 left to go here in this fourth quarter. It has been the Naugatuck Greyhounds from the beginning to the end of this football game, and they are just a machine when it comes to running the football.
You asked the tri-captains in our Kickoff 90 show, is this power football? That's what it is. Fonseca converts for the 34th point. With a break in the action, we'll take this timeout. We are back to Veterans Field in Naugatuck. The Greyhounds have 34 points to Holy Cross's nothing. No one, in fact, has scored against Naugatuck since the first game of the season. It was via the pass, Watertown High School, 6 points, that's it. .34, Aaron Santoro returns Fonseca's kickoff, and Powell on the stop for Naugatuck.
Santoro comes up the middle. There's Powell. He just wraps him right up, and Santoro's not going to go anywhere. They're at the 21-yard line, and the Greyhounds probably will begin to move some football players into the game with 6:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. But right now, they've got pretty much of that defensive unit intact.
First down for the Crusaders. The fullback, O'Shea, straight ahead on the first down carry. Fonseca on the stop for the Naugatuck Greyhounds.
Straight ahead blocking, fullback O'Shea trying to get into the seam. Picks up about 4.5 yards. Crusaders back out on the football. They're going to go to a slot formation.
Second down for the Crusaders. Chipetta on the option, gets the corner and dragged down. Jason Ashton now in the secondary for the Greyhounds on the stop.
Come with the dive option. They were able to get outside the end. That's number 15 chasing him from behind, Al Terry, before number 84, Naugatuck, drags him to the ground, and that young man is Jason Ashton. Good job by Jason, dragging quarterback Darren Chipetta down. Brings up a third and about 1.
Football just at the 30-yard line. Third and short for the Crusaders. Election goes in motion. A little bit of movement. Let's see how that goes.
Interesting call, because the far side move for Naugatuck into the neutral zone, and then Holy Cross was in motion. We'll see how this one goes. And it's going to go against Naugatuck. Naugatuck went into that neutral zone before Holy Cross. You're going to see a neutral zone violation here from the red at the top of your picture. And then the Naugatuck right there. And then just after that, Todd Election goes early, but it will go in favor of Holy Cross.
So the Crusaders pick up the first down, football at the 35-yard line. Naugatuck has this game safely tucked away. They lead it 34-0 in the fourth quarter. Telemedia's Valley High School football game of the week. Colin Kearns, twin brother of Kelly Kearns, on the first down carry.
Holy Cross straight ahead line surge, and then Kearns just tries to find a place to run. Not many of those against that defense, as he is stopped for about a yard gain. The Crusaders now just trying to not make a mistake. They don't want to give any more points up, but they're staying very basic here and trying to run the clock really out.
Second down. Chipetta on the option, runs it, cuts up field, and is taken down by Butler at the 40-yard line. Rodney now in at one of the linebacker spots for Naugatuck.
Good job by the defensive end, Shea, playing off the option, and it allows Butler to come from the inside, scrape ball from his linebacker position. You see Shea right there, and then Butler comes up and greets Mr. Chipetta, picks up about 3.5, 4 yards, 3rd and 5 for the Greyhound defense here as Holy Cross goes back into that slot with election in motion.
Third down. Chipetta throws it out, incomplete, short of the mark. Petta was open at the 45-yard line. Ashton along with Shea in the area.
They go away from the motion with a little hitch pass to the top of the screen, trying to hit number 11, Paul Petta. And the ball will skip. Does not get the completion. Holy Cross is going to be forced here to, well, they're not going to punt. They're going to go for it. Surprised. I don't think you'll see that Naugatuck first team, though, on offense back into the game as it's 4th and 5.
Well, let's see if the Crusaders can pick it up. Draw play. They are not going to get it. Santoro ran the football, and he came up shy about 3 yards.
Rodney Butler just came up from his linebacker position and took Santoro right to the ground. He reads draw all the way, and he just comes up and just goes right at the feet of Santoro. No place to go. That's a great tackle by Rodney Butler. And it's tough probably for that young man to be playing in this team where he's playing behind guys like Valenti and the other linebackers who have done a great job all year for Naugatuck. And he's not a bad football player.
Well, they still have that first unit in. Victor Fonseca hurdles the line on first down. A flag is dropped at the 40-yard line.
Fonseca will again come on the power. They have run this all day. It's a power right and a power left. Up over the top for about 4, but there's a penalty marker in there. And I'm surprised to see the Greyhounds still with their first club, to be honest with you. 5:47 left. They have nothing to prove. They got a big game next week. They just like to play the game.
Second down, a pickup of 6 on the play. Second and 4 for the Greyhounds at the 37-yard line of Holy Cross. John Fruin from the left halfback spot. John slides for what looks to be another Naugatuck first down.
Looks like they're running an unbalanced formation also. They brought one of the tackles over, and they're just powering the football again. It's been repetitious of us to say it, but they just power the football right at you. Again, power right. This time Fruin dragging for the necessary first down yardage as they are unbalanced. They have a tackle over. They got 4 to the right of that center, and they're going to go right at that unbalanced formation.
Football now at the 31, first down, the pitch out. That's Archie Farr, who was in the football game, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Keith Strenkowski.
They pitch to the power. They get the guard out in front. That's number 74 who leads it for Palladino for Naugatuck, but a good tackle by number 81 for Holy Cross, Keith Strenkowski. He's a senior, enjoying a good afternoon here of contact because the Crusaders have been involved in contact with this Naugatuck Greyhound football team all day.
Second down, 2nd and 14. Football now at the 35 and a little bit of misdirection. John Fruin. A loose ball, but that might have come after the whistle. And a Naugatuck first down. John Fruin running the football.
They come with misdirection back to the short side of the formation. Good trap block right there by number 74 again for Naugatuck, Palladino, and it gets Fruin into the secondary down inside the 22, about the 19-yard line.
And that's it with that offensive, first-team offensive backfield. They come off the field. That is it for the first-team offense in the backfield for the Greyhounds. The quarterback is now the junior Mike Diedelbaum. Running the football on first down is Scott Carroll.
Carroll just following his blockers, picks up a 5-yard gain, second on about the 14, and it really doesn't matter, I don't think, who's in there at the backs as long as that offensive line is there, because they're going to knock you down.
Ben Palladino comes off the field. Pandolfo goes in for Ben at right guard, and Palladino's gone both ways for the Greyhounds here this afternoon. With the football, the junior quarterback, Diedelbaum, touchdown, Naugatuck.
Same play we saw Murphy use before on the naked bootleg. Everybody follows the power, and Diedelbaum is going to go untouched. Strinkowski just did not play outside contain and into the end zone untouched on about a 14-yard run. The junior quarterback, number 10, Mike Diedelbaum. And it's 40-0 with the extra point here coming.
Mike Diedelbaum will attempt the extra point and see if he can convert on the 41st point for the Naugatuck Greyhounds. It'll be short, wide to the right side. The score will stay at Naugatuck 40 and Holy Cross nothing. And if you put this game in perspective, Holy Cross came in last 5 football games undefeated, off a tie to a good independent team, Notre Dame of West Haven. I should say a non-league team, actually, because Notre Dame is in a league. Before that, Holy Cross had won their 4 previous football games. And Holy Cross opened the season 2 tough losses. The opening game against Ansonia, had a good game against Ansonia. Second week of the season, lost to Sacred Heart. So that is not a bad football team on the other side of the field.
This team is at a different level here, the Greyhounds, and they have proven that all year. I know we scrimmaged them in Amity, and we watched them play Cheshire in one of their scrimmages, and it's just a different level of young men here. They are on a mission, as they said at the beginning of the year in our kickoff show, and they have proven that they are not going to be stopped. They are going to be beaten, and if you're going to beat them, it's got to be a much better football team, because these young men have just gone out and executed and done what Coach Peters talks about, the focus and just execution and no mistakes and hard-hitting football, blocking, tackling, basic things that they do very well. They sit in the 50. They don't do a lot of things on defense to give you different looks. They tell you that they're going to play the 50. They tell you they're going to play the bone, and you just got to come out and beat them, and nobody's been able to do that. Not only play them, but give them competition. And when I asked Coach Peters how good his team was, that was just an indication that he really hasn't had a team come along and challenge him. And how good they are, we really don't know, because this football team has yet to be tested.
A while back, you saw 2 of the captains, Jeff Bacchetti and Victor Fonseca, enjoying matters on the bench. Returning the football is Aaron Santoro at the 25-26 yard line. 3 minutes and change left here. And next week, Telemedia's Valley High School football game of the week. We're right back here at Veterans Field for that traditional rivalry between Naugatuck and that team down a ways on Route 8, the Seymour Wildcats.
And we'll catch this program again on Thanksgiving against the Ansonia Chargers, so we're going to see them 3 out of the next 4 weekends of high school football, and we'll be able to follow them if they are in the playoffs, right to the playoffs. So you're going to see an awful lot of the Naugatuck Greyhounds in the next 5 weeks.
Holy Cross Crusaders, 26-yard line. On a first down carry. Second down and 10 coming up. 2 minutes and change left here in the football game. And we'll be huddling in just a couple of minutes and getting some help up here in the press box as to who that Fitzpatrick's Player of the Game award winner will be. We've got a lot of young men from Naugatuck to choose from. Outstanding performance. Second down. Chapetta has gone all the way at quarterback. Gives to the tailback. That is Colin Kearns, a junior. running the football off the right side as the Greyhounds substitute liberally on defense.
Just a straight ahead blast play. You see O'Shea play off the block and make the tackle along with help from some of the younger players, but there's nothing to prove right now, and the JVs are going to get a chance to play about a minute and 45 seconds in this end of what has been a very dominating football game for the Greyhounds, who have really come to play and done a creditable job of establishing themselves against what Eddie has said is a pretty good Holy Cross football team.
Inside handoff to the fullback.
Chipetta just gives it to the fullback. Tries to find a hole. There have not been many of those as he pulls himself to the outside, but brings up a 4th and 4 for Holy Cross. Under a minute, and they're going to go for it.
Scanziano is the fullback on a 4th and 4 football at the 31. The tailback gets it for the first down close to the 40-yard line. That is Kearns running the football, Colin Kearns.
Off tackle blast, Kearns comes, good block by the fullback. Scanziano getting Kearns the necessary room to get the first down. 36-35 seconds, it's ticking. This one is over. It's been over since the middle of the second quarter, I think, when Fruin put that fumble into the end zone. And all we are doing here is just allowing some of these young men to get some time in the varsity game.
On a first down carry straight ahead, that might be the last play of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week at 10
As the clock is just going to run down here. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. And Naugatuck High School has won their 8th straight game in the 1990 season. The Naugatuck Greyhounds 40, the Crusaders of Holy Cross nothing. We'll be back at right after these messages. Veterans Field in Naugatuck, our final score, Naugatuck 40 and Holy Cross of Waterbury nothing for the large division championship of the NVL of 1990 season. On behalf of Buddy Chernovich and Ed Clements, goodbye everyone.